Ah, you lovely lot. Guess what? Walkies time. I'm going to try and do something a bit different today. I'll try and put you on a time lapse. And you'll see what it's like. I'm actually walking out there. I'm out with Alice, my partner, and the dog. So we'll see how it goes. Good morning, welcome back to Behind and Beyond. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome along to all my new subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? It is a Monday morning. It's a beautiful morning-ish. It's a bit grey, but it's dry. Where do you find me? You find me in Ormskirk. This morning, I have just completed my first delivery of the week, which was the set of reels that I collected from Sheerness on Friday. Eagle-eyed viewers who know my truck will notice that I'm not in my truck. No. This morning, my truck is in to the workshops for some love. It's time for her annual test, and so she's gone to the workshops for a couple of days. So I am in my boss's truck. I say my boss's truck. This is one of the company CFs. She's a 63 plate. She's an old girl, but she's a good girl. She goes well. She's not too bad to drive. Not as comfortable as mine, but then I don't think much is as comfortable as mine. She goes well though, and she pulls all right. It's a bit slow on the uptake, as with the old CFs were, the old gearbox style. But all in all, she's not bad. She's got great note to the exhaust, and if I get a chance, I'll try and do a camera angle from out there so you can actually hear what this thing sounds like when I'm pulling away, because it is quite something actually. So, Ormskirk. We've been to Ormskirk this morning, loaded up there, and it's now time to head back to Ellesmere Port, go and collect our next load of the day. Don't ask me what that is, I haven't a clue. I'm sure I'll be able to tell you in the next segment. Had a great weekend, it was good fun. I spent the weekend with my partner, Alice, and we were off doing bits and pieces. Ran in on Saturday morning from Sheerness, just overran on Friday, just couldn't quite make it work, make it back, but that's okay. Ran in on Saturday morning and got the truck sorted out, my truck sorted out, ready to go to the workshops, ran it over there, and then went off and joined my partner for the weekend, which was really good fun. We had a nice day on Saturday. I was doing a bit of work on the house. And then Sunday we went over to White Coppice. I did attempt to get some GoPro footage, however, because I'm a bit of a plonker, I put the camera on the wrong setup, so the camera was doing a time lapse as opposed to taking normal footage, so it's very, very bouncy. Here's a little snippet of that. I couldn't watch very much of it. If I can't watch very much of it, that probably means you can't. So yes, here's a tiny snip. Didn't really work, did it? Anyway, back to this morning. Head over to Ellesmere Port now, go and collect our next load, get that done. We're on locals today, which should mean that I'm back in the yard tonight, which means I get to go home. And if I can get my timings right, we might even get to go for a nice walk before it goes dark, which would be good. No guarantees, but we'll try. Hello, Mr. Policeman. Anyway, well, that's that little job done. Now heading back to Ellesmere Port again. Done my first two. Go and head over and do my third, which is back into Manchester. We're not quite going to make it without having to have a 45. So I've got a choice to make. I can probably get back to Ellesmere Port, stop there and just wait. Be a bit boring. Or we could stop in Lymm, or we could stop at Chester. So because I like to err a little bit on the side of caution, and I'm already on 3 hours 46 minutes, I think I might go for Lymm, but then it looks fairly clear at the moment, so I think I might try and go for, yeah, I think I might just go for Chester services. Stop there. It's a better services. It's close to where I need to be. It means I can basically do the bits I want to do and then get out, have my half 45. So yeah, we'll probably do that, I reckon. Chester services it is. Well, there you go. That's a bit of an insight into how my thought process works, doesn't it? Not particularly the best. Ooh, we've got a stranded vehicle ahead of us. I'm going to slow down. Mr. Police Officer is there. One of the things I've discovered about this truck is that the speedo reads low. Reads high. Reads low? Not sure which way around. Basically, when I'm doing 50 mile an hour, it says I'm doing 45. However, the limiter is still stuck at 56, and it won't accelerate past that. As much as I want to go a bit quicker, it won't let me. It is what it is. Now, where is this stranded vehicle? Let's get off here into this lane. Hopefully, we'll go whistling past it in a minute. Okay, so Mr. Police Officer is just going to drive straight past. Brilliant. Look at them, bless them. All huddled there on the hard shoulder. Never seen so much fake tan in your entire life. Oh well. How much is too much fake tan? Well, there we go. Off we go again, back up to speed. Cruise control on. Focus on the road ahead. Keep going. So we've time hopped a little bit. This morning I delivered a load up to Warrington and then went back to Ellesmere Port, collected this load which we've got on my back now, and we're heading for Newport, South Wales. Just turned off the M5 onto the M4 westbound, so we're heading down towards the bridge, which is good. We've got about another half an hour to go. Yay! Get this load tipped, turn around, head home again, and then tomorrow, exciting, got a Plymouth. Whoop whoop! So I'm quite looking forward to that. Get down to the home counties. Well, I say the home counties, not the home counties that you guys know about. The home counties I'm talking about, where I grew up. Those of you who don't know, I grew up in Cornwall. And I now live obviously on the Welsh border in Cheshire. I'm a very lucky boy, I love it up there. It's a beautiful area of the country up there, but I have a special place in my heart for Cornwall, obviously. Chose not to live down there. My children live up north, well, not too far away from where I live. And it's very remote down there. And I would probably like to retire down there, I suspect. But realistically, with the current cost of houses down there, it's just not feasible. The housing crisis in Cornwall is just staggering. During lockdown, there was a frightening statistic that 2/3 of the properties in Cornwall were empty. Second homes, holiday homes, etc., etc. People cannot afford to live in Cornwall on the salaries that are available down there. It's just not an option. And if I'm honest, although I find Cornwall beautiful, I do love being in an area where I can find the mountains. Mountains are kind of important to me. Can't think why. In about 15 minutes, it's about 1:30 now, in about 15 minutes, my truck should be going in for its MOT, so about an hour and a half, we should hear back whether I'll get my truck back this week or whether other things have got to be done. There's a question mark over a couple of bits and pieces. I know they've been checked over, but you never know what mood the MOT tester's in. So, yeah. So far, though, it's been a good day. I'm not going to do too much filming today because I think tomorrow will be a lot more interesting. We'll be heading all the way down the M5. So tomorrow we'll be down the M6 to Stoke, do a delivery in Stoke, scoot round the corner to Burton-upon-Trent, collect the load from Burton-upon-Trent and then head south. Get down to Plymouth, get the load off, and then I believe we're going to Exeter and then somewhere else in Devon. Don't know. Find out when we get there. Should be good anyway. So hopefully we'll get a good, nice bit of footage for you from that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have my own truck back. With any luck. Anything's possible. Anyway, for now, I'll leave you to it. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Chin chin. Good morning. I've probably said good morning too many times in this vlog, but we'll go with that anyway. This morning, you find me in the beautiful world of Burton-upon-Trent. We've just left the factory in Burton, and we're on another run for the Navy. Oh, I can't reach my pedal properly. We're on our way to Plymouth, Devonport, Royal Naval Dockyards, with another load of nuclear waste drums. That's the containers that they put spent waste in, I believe, which is good. So it should be a nice easy run. It's about 4 hours 45 down from up here. So it should be a good run going down towards home turf. We'll just have to see how it pans out. We might get a nice smooth run, we might not. As you can see, I'm back in my own truck. I got my girl back. Yay! Very, very pleased about that. It was a bit of a... I don't know what the right phrase is, actually. It's a funny thing. I'm not very good at jumping between trucks. I don't like driving other people's trucks. There's obviously the added responsibility of the fact that it's the boss's truck, which doesn't help. But moreover than that, it's nice to be in your own space. I suppose it's a bit like desk hopping in an office. Nobody really likes doing it. It's just added extra effort. But my truck's been in for an MOT, which it passed without any problems, which is nice. They also got a chance to replace the worn out cab mountings, which is a massive job, and the guys in 2 days have managed to pull the cab, put new mounts in, and then put the cab back together again. I mean, absolutely hats off to them. The company that services this and looks after it and maintains it and owns it is a company called Williams and Sons in Wrexham, run by Mike and his team. They are great lads. They do an amazing job, and I have to say I can't be more grateful for them. I can't be more grateful for them turning the truck round in as short a time frame as they did. Quite impressive, really. So, I mean, considering how much work they had to do. Obviously, there was a bit of a mad scramble this morning to get all my kit back in the truck and get my life organised and sorted, which gratefully didn't take too long. And then, yeah, scrambled down to Stoke-on-Trent. First delivery in Stoke-on-Trent to the lovely gents at Fuchs, who, bless the cottons, they're having a few dilemmas today. The order of LPG or gas that their forklifts use basically was declined because they attempted to deliver it where you can use indicators, you plonker. Ugh. Hate it when people do that. You go to a roundabout, someone is not indicating as if they're going straight on, and then they suddenly decide they're going carry on around the roundabout, and then they look at you as if you've done something stupid. Stupid people. Use your indicators, humans. Right, where were we? Oh yes, so my first drop this morning, they have a fleet of about 14 or 15 forklifts, of which I think 12 of those are on LPG or gas, and they didn't have any gas. Oh, oops. So there's a bit of a mad scramble there. They weren't sure if they were going to be able to tip me, but they managed to find an electric forklift. So they managed to get me tipped and on my way, and then scoot down to Burton-upon-Trent, collect this load, and then head south. So my run this morning is going to be down the A38, M42, M5, all the way to the very end, and then I believe it's back onto the A38, I think. Can't quite remember the last bit. Anyway, into Plymouth and round to the docks, and then we'll get tipped. Yay, joys. So, all in all, not a bad chat. Run time's about 4 hours, 40 minutes now. And as you can see, the weather is horrible. Now, something that I know is a bugbear at this time of year with pretty much every HGV driver you'll ever meet, is how dirty the roads are. At the moment, the roads are filthy. I cleaned my truck last night in the yard, washed it down, got everything sorted on it, and this morning, after only an hour and a half's driving, it was various shades of brown and black from all the road gunge. And I don't know if you can see it, but every time the windscreen wipers swipe across, the water isn't coming off clean like normal rainwater. No, it's coming off dirty. So it's all the salt and road gunk and what have you. It doesn't happen to help following this 8-wheel who's in front of me. And as you can see by the state of his truck, yeah, the roads are dirty, but then 8-wheel tipper drivers generally on the whole tend to keep the trucks fairly minging anyway in the week. I'll give them the due. Some of them do have really clean ones, but the majority of them are just dirty. Filthy, yuck. Look at the dirt coming off him. These roads are minging this morning. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yeah. I suppose there might be a bit of this is building work going on locally, but I can't see anywhere where anyone's building. It might just be road salt. Yeah. We're going to blame anyone. Let's blame Tom, except for access, because he delivers that. Yeah. His tipper. So rude. Anyway. Right. I'm going to get on the road, I think. We'll see what comes. Right then, guys. Ooh, tweet time. Right, there we go. A38 Devon Expressway. Just gone through Exeter, or over the round Exeter, how you want to call it. And we're now on the final stretches down to Plymouth. So we've got, what, just shy of 40 miles to go. About 48 minutes, which is good. God, this is a big old hill. Working our way up here. It's a good day. Just been chatting to Daz, fifth wheel Daz, who's now back at Hawkins, having a good time over there. Back in his favourite type of Scania, a new one. Yeah, we're. It seems to be doing all right anyway. He's up at Burscombe. I can never pronounce it right. He's up north anyway. So he's having fun up there. I'm all the way down here. So yeah, it's pretty stunning. Well, having a good day of it, really. It's been a nice run down the M5, nice and sunny from Bristol south. So it's just clouded over a little bit now, so we might get a bit more wetter, but we'll see. Now, I'd like to know why this Alliance fan has just decided now is a good time to come in front of me and then slow down. That's very annoying and very silly. You're going to speed up a bit? No, you're going to slow down. Ugh. There is nothing more annoying than when a van does that. So, oh, we got tippers doing it as well now. Joy of joys. Steady away. God, look at that view. Isn't that stunning? Let's get round these guys. I think. We'll come around the outside. Da, da, da. There we go. Ta-ta, guys. Thank you. Bosh. And we're back in again. So, yeah, we get down there. Now, I've been told that the naval base doesn't accept deliveries after 4 p.m, so we're going to get in for about just after 3. So hopefully everything will all be good. We'll get straight in. And with any luck, they won't take too long to get us tipped. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. So long as I get tipped today, I'm happy. And then tomorrow, wow, tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. I'll wait till you see tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do some recording. That footage is coming up. So, yeah. Well, stopped in Gloucester for my break and decided to have a bit of a clean up and a tidy up because, well, apart from anything, I couldn't see anything out of my mirrors or out my windows. Ooh! Oof. It's a 15'9" bridge, it says there, and I've got a 15'11" trailer on. That was... How the hell did I miss that? And why was there no warning? Jesus! How's that work? It's supposed to be a 15'11" trailer I've got on. It's a bit scary. Anyway. We didn't hit the bridge, we're all good. I'm not going to work for a company that has green and red trucks. It's alright. Know who you are. Mr. Tarmac Boy coming through. Downhills are great fun, but trying to avoid getting over speeds in your tacho is quite important. So, as you can see by the state of Mr. Tarmac's truck, the roads today are absolutely minging. And cleaning the windows, I use a generic window cleaner or vehicle window cleaner. Which one's in that one? Comes in a bottle like that. For those of you who are truckers, you'll know who the product is. But I use that, and I was quite surprised when I went to scrub the windows clean how much it took to get the gunge off. Yeah, it's really, it kind of crusted its way on. But since it's been drier, we've done a little bit better now. Might try and have a tidy up later, but we'll see what goes on. I'm going to head down into Cornwall after this. Hopefully I'll get a chance to go and see my parents, which would be nice. Don't get to see them very often as I live in North Wales and they live down in Cornwall. But with any luck, we'll get down there, get to go and see them, which would be good. Very good. So, right. Well, I'm going to leave you to it, and I'm going to pick you up just as we start into Plymouth, I think. Here we are into Plymouth now. We are a couple of miles away from where we need to be. Oh, hang on. It says straight on. Damn. Good job I spotted that sign because the sat-nav's trying to take me somewhere else. Right. Well, we'll see what happens when we get down to the end of this and have a look. Oh, very good job I spotted that sign. Ah, that was nearly close. Looks like we're a lot closer to the dockyard than I thought we were. Actually, I can see a navy boat up ahead, just behind the bridge. You probably can't quite see it. Here we go. Anyway, we'll have a look at this red sign up ahead of us. I can't quite read it from here because the print's too small. But, it'll tell us where we're going, I think. probably say something like, deliveries turn right because I'm in the wrong lane. Oh, no, that's not us. Come on. Very slow traffic lights down here. Very slow. Quite know why. I'm sure it'll come to light. Yeah, nice smooth runs, beautiful scenery. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. Had a good old run of it. Enjoyed this trip down actually. It's very rare I get to come down here, so it's nice when you do. Really nice when you do. So, we'll just see. I was trying to meet up with Skip Chick Southwest. If you've not checked out the channel, here's a link. She is pretty awesome, Chloe. And then Skip Dude, her partner Daryl. He's a skip driver, so right, where do I want? Eastgate entrance. I don't know. Well, we'll just try going straight on and we'll get told, I suspect, when we get there. Right. I'm going to stop doing verbal. We'll see what comes from this. I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, that was HMS or HMR, whatever. Well, that was Devonport. Due to an admin error? Yeah, an admin cock-up, I think is the best way to put it. I didn't have the relevant paperwork to allow me access. The net result of that meant that an hour of argy-bargy around trying to get the right documents and all the various bits of paperwork that were needed. Unfortunately, yeah, it wasn't going to happen, let's put it that way, until I got the right paperwork, which I'm not complaining about. However, I have to say, the office, for whatever reason, I can't work it out, but somehow an email with all the access documents went astray, basically. So, yeah, lots of phone calls back and forth and talking to various people, and we finally got sorted. So, onwards, go and find somewhere to park for the night. Well, actually, we finally got sorted. Now, I'm on a bit of a personal mission. We're only about 40 minutes away from my mum and dad. So tonight, I'm going to go and stay with them.